Roberto Luongo finally tied Curtis Joseph for fourth place on the NHL victory to reach 454 wins, making 37 saves to help the Florida Panthers beat the St. Louis Blues 5-2 last night. The 38-year-old Luongo was playing his first home game February 28th win over Carolina. He did not play after March 2nd last season because of a reoccurring hip issue. The 13 goals scored by the Panthers are the most in the first 3 games to open the season in franchise history. The Panthers scored 11 goals to open the 2015-2016 season. Up next, the Panthers are at Pittsburgh on Saturday night. Steven Stamkos' 11th month wait for a goal is finally over. Stamkos scored his first goal since having right knee surgery last November, and the Tampa Bay Lightning beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 5-4 last night. Stamkos made it 3-1 with a power play goal in the second period from the low left circle. The Lightning star previously scored November 15th at Detroit, the same game that he had a season-ending lateral meniscus tear in his knee. Stamkos entered with 5 assists in 3 games this season. He tied Vincent Lecavalier for the Lightning team record with 112 power play goals. Slater Cuckoo got his first 2 NHL goals, and Victor Hedman and Nikita Kucherov also scored for the Lightning, who have won 3 of 4. Alex Killorn had 4 assists, while Andrei Vasilevsky made 36 saves. Up next, the Lightning host the St. Louis Blues on Saturday night. Florida State's Landon Dickerson has had his season cut short for the second straight year. Coach Jimbo Fisher said yesterday that the sophomore left guard will have surgery on his right ankle Friday. He was injured during the Seminoles' 24-20 loss to number 11 Miami last week. Dickerson, who had started in the Seminoles' first 4 games, started 7 games last season before suffering a knee injury and missing the final 5. Derek Kelly will move to left guard, and redshirt freshman Josh Ball will take over Kelly's spot at left tackle. Rodney Magruder, who started at small forward for the Miami Heat last season, was a strong candidate to open this season in the same role. He's scheduled to have surgery next week to repair a stress fracture in his left leg. Magruder played in a team-high 78 games last season for Miami, starting 65 of them. A federal appeals court yesterday cleared the way for the NFL to impose a 6-game suspension on Dallas Cowboys star Ezekiel Elliott over domestic violence allegations. The NFL announced that the suspension was effective immediately, though further appeals were possible. The Cowboys have a bye week this week. The Washington Nationals lost to the Chicago Cubs last night, 9-8. That ends the season for the NL East champions and sends the 2016 World Series champion Cubs to the NLCS for a 3rd straight year. They'll move on to face the LA Dodgers. The Miami Heat announced yesterday they've signed forward Tony Mitchell and wave guard Larry Drew II. Mitchell has appeared in 3 career NBA games. That's sports on the Florida News Network. I'm Aaron Jacobson.
If you're a sleep apnea sufferer who's on the go to your phone and call right now to try the world's first portable mini CPAP device, absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights. It's the Transcend Mini CPAP, an engineering marvel that's as small as a soda can and weighs less than a pound. Its unique design is so small and so light, you can fit it in your briefcase or purse to use anywhere you go. No more dragging around a big, bulky CPAP. Even better, now you can try Transcend absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights by calling minicpap.com, 1-800-719-2336. Transcend is FAA compliant too, so you can even sleep comfortably while flying. You can also add a battery pack that's as tiny as a deck of cards. So now you can enjoy the freedom to sleep comfortably anywhere. But don't wait. To receive your 10-night in-home trial, call minicpap.com now, 1-800-719-2336.
Join Luby Bat Conservancy for our 13th annual Florida Bat Festival, Saturday, October 21st from 10 to 5. Flying giants are ready to dispel the myths and superstitions surrounding these gentle animals. Admission is $5 for children 5 through 12, adults $8, children 4 and under are free. This fun, family-friendly festival will feature music, food, merchants, raffle prizes including Walt Disney World tickets, and of course the largest bats in the world. Visit luby.org for directions and further information.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Another tip for wannabe moms: avoid eating large predatory fish like tuna, swordfish, mackerel, and shark if you're into that. What if you're telling a new special friend intimate details about your life? You're taking an emotional risk with somebody who isn't your spouse. We spend more time on the toilet each week than exercising. Thanks for studying this.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be breezy and humid on this Friday. Variable cloudiness along the coast with some showers and a thunderstorm. Clouds and sun inland with a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. High 85 to 89. Partly cloudy Friday night, except mostly cloudy along the coast with a shower. Low 71 inland, 78 at the coast. For Saturday, clouds and sun and humid with a shower or thunderstorm around. High 84 to 88. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Hey, this is Matt Wilkerson from Verizon. You work all day, right? So why would you want to spend your night out shopping for that new phone? Well, Marion County, let me and Verizon help you out. I can deliver to your home or office, saving you precious time. Phone, tablets, internet, home phones, even accessories. Whatever you need, we will deliver free of charge. Call me at the store, 352-528-0020. That's 528-0020.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
If you find an animal or a bird that needs help, call Animus Foundation at 352-843-6379. They will come and get the animal if you can't take it to them. High school students and those with court-ordered community service can earn required hours in this rewarding environment. And veterans who share a bond with animals and parents who have been through mental or physical trauma are especially welcomed. Families, clubs, and tourists can arrange for tours of Animus without driving for hours or miles. Consider volunteering. Animus needs you.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing service, we also offer fence row spraying and stump grinding services. Now is the perfect time to get ahead on your weed control and to take care of those troublesome stumps for an overall pleasing appearance. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 629-2440, or online at powellgene@yahoo.com. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 629-2440.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.
Minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Friday the 13th. It is October 13th, 2017. It is Friday the 13th. It is the day we sometimes say is bad luck. I will blame Friday the 13th for me putting the wrong song on. Good morning, Robin. How are you?
Good. Good morning, Larry. How are you?
I'm okay. Got my black cat.
Nice.
I got my ladder leaning up against the wall.
Did you walk under it?
I got my... No, you're not supposed to.
Oh, okay.
I'm keeping my black cat off the path here.
Okay.
And I've got my salt to throw over my shoulder.
Well, you're set then.
Got my umbrella closed and in the corner.
Oh, there you go.
Not going to be opened up today indoors.
Well, you are all set.
And I've got my special thing I do when somebody gives me the evil eye.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what that is. It's not proper.
Oh, my God.
All right, 70 degrees right now. Look for temperatures to reach 88 today, and it looks like a pretty nice day, actually. There's only about a 15% chance of rain mentioned, and that's early this afternoon. By the time it's football time for the high school kids, looks like the weather should be pretty nice. Galen Unold will be doing the broadcast tonight, and so we invite you to listen. I believe Adam is Miskula. Is that his last name?
Yep. Mikula, I think.
I'll remember his last name.
Mikula, that's it.
Anyway, so Adam and Galen and Adam will be doing the broadcast tonight, so the weather looks pretty good is all I'm trying to tell you. All that for that. Tomorrow, highs around 90 with about a 15% chance of rain, so I guess the weatherman changed his mind about Saturday. Sunday, 42% chance of rain if the weatherman stays on track, and then Monday, about a 65% chance of rain. All right, so there you go. That's your rundown. Anything tonight? No, this is not First Friday.
No.
Friday Night Football.
Right. But at 9:30 today, they're having the annual Florida Fallen Firefighter Memorial Service at the Florida State Fire College.
This morning?
This morning at 9:30, they're going to be recognizing the fallen firefighters who have passed away.
Oh, okay.
They had the Walk of Honor last night that ended up on the Ocala Square.
Did you go?
I went with my mother. They had the Florida Fire Service Honor Guard units. They had pipes and drums. There were about 35 fellows in their full kilt garb regalia playing bagpipes and drums. They gave a really nice concert, and it was really, really wonderful. And my observation, nobody took a knee during the national anthem.
Oh, that's good.
And then they gave their concert. They were all standing up on the square playing. It was marvelous sounding. And then before they did the two last songs that were patriotic, the Master of Ceremonies said that we stand for our country and we stand for our flag. And that really gave us all chills, and we all applauded him for saying that. So that was just their way of, giving their
expressing
2 cents.
Their beliefs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was fabulous. Thank you so much. It was really, really marvelous.
All right. Sounds like you had a good time. So the event this morning is 9:30. And where is it again?
Yes, it's at the Florida State Fire College, 11655 Northwest Gainesville Road in Ocala. Everybody is invited.
All right. Let's see. 7:35. We have news and commentary, phone calls, and coffee. Pretty much in that order. 8:05, Galen Unold will be on from Life South, and we will be talking about the need to donate blood. Plus, we'll talk about some strange superstitions because it is Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Jim George will be on at 9:05. Jim is the owner of American Cable Services and has been honored as a pioneer in his industry.
He certainly has.
So that's kind of cool, and he'll be in to talk to us about technology and what's next. What is next in technology? I wonder what the next big thing is going to be.
Oh, I know. Jim's on cutting edge always.
Mark Moore is a stroke survivor, and he's going to talk to us about that. He's got the Empowered, what do we call this, a summit that's happening on the 17th and 18th, and we'll find out about this. Why your zip code may increase your risk of stroke. Your zip code?
I know. Job justification.
See, I don't know about that. I think I know what he's trying to say. Some areas are higher tense. You can learn to live with stuff.
Yeah.
You could live in the busiest city in the world and still be laid back.
Exactly.
Trust me. Sarah Wachter-Bocher, boy, that's some name, huh? Is coming on to talk to us about technology. Sexist apps.
There you go.
Sexist apps. Biased algorithms and other threats to toxic tech. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I'm glad you're here. Okay. Kelly Hart will be here at 10:05. She's, of course, with Ocala Magazine, and we call the segment Ocala Magazine Radio. Charlotte Reed is coming on. She's our go-to gal when it comes to pet questions. She's been on everything. Good Morning America, Fox and Friends, The View, VH1, The Wall Street Journal. You get the picture. She's around, and she goes to these big dog shows. What's that? The Westminster Dog Show or something?
Yes, she does. She's fabulous.
She's going to give us talk to us about the 2017 Pets and Halloween Tour. Mm-hmm. Judith Very Baker is, you're going to like this one. Have you ever heard the name before, Judith Very Baker?
No, never have heard
She
her
went
name.
to the University of Florida, so she's kind of a local girl.
Yep. She did live in Orlando and around Bradenton.
She had a relationship, a romantic relationship with Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yep.
Wow. The book that she has written about is called Me and Lee. Mm-hmm. How I Came to Know, Love, and Lose Lee Harvey Oswald. Well, I think we know how she came to lose him.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we know that part.
Right.
I think we know what happened there.
There's no question.
I wonder why
no
she
doubt.
took so long to write the book.
I know. I guess she was afraid that, she might
being
be
associated
put in
with
jail and things like that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fun with Joe today. I have some superstitious questions. Very, very superstitious questions.
Oh, nice.
Very superstitious. Remember the
Nice.
Stevie Wonder song?
Oh, yes.
superstitious.
Superstition.
Yes. Superstitious.
Yes.
Let's see. Today is National Train Your Brain Day.
Okay, I'm all ears.
It's National Yorkshire Pudding Day.
Oh, my gosh.
It's the Navy's birthday.
It is. Happy birthday to the Navy.
It's National No Bra Day.
Oh, there you go. Mine's coming off.
Just so you know.
Well,
and it's
nobody will
it's
tell
also
anyway, so.
National Putting on the Ritz Day. Yes, it is. Put the Ritz on. I'm not so sure how you put the Ritz on, but put something on the Ritz. And everything tastes good when it sits on the Ritz, right?
I love this. I love this song.
And now when they sing about Rockefeller, nobody knows who he is anymore. You got to sing about Trump nowadays, right?
Exactly.
All right, let's see. So we have some real news on the other side of the break. Make sure we do that. I wanted to see if we could squeeze in an announcement. There's on this coming Sunday. There were Sunday, correct? There's two things I want you to know about. You kind of have to pick and choose. I think they're both happening at the same time. Mm-hmm. One is to help raise money for children and vets helping vets. It's happening at On Top of the World, and it's hot dogs and ice cream, correct?
Yes.
I'm just doing this from the top of my head. Mm-hmm. And this is at the Circle Square
Commons.
Right,
in On Top of the World.
And what time is this?
Let me get the flyer. I don't remember.
This is on Sunday. The other event is also happening on Sunday, and this is for Champions. $5 for a whole family to go see this pageant that they are calling the... oh my gosh! So I'm doing those from the top of my head. What are they calling that thing again? That Maria came in to talk to us about.
Here it is, right there.
Universability. Yeah, this is for special needs people. They don't like to use that word, special needs, but I don't know how better to tell you what this is about. Anyway, so these are some really sweet people who are going to be involved in a pageant that doesn't mean beauty pageant, and yet it does mean beauty pageant. It's kind of a mixture of beauty and then talent and everything else. They're just trying to let these kids know that they're appreciated. I think that's the best way to look at this.
They have personality, team spirit, they have interviews, and it's really nice.
Champions for Champions. Let me just tell you, this is a local organization started by Maria.
Yes.
Maria Roman and Don Nottingham, the famous Miami Dolphins football player. Mm-hmm. And, this is an organization that came into being because, I know they don't like to say this, but because, what was the organization that were
Special Olympics.
Special Olympics, which is a great organization, but it's like the PTA. Mm-hmm. Where a lot of people said, the PTA takes our money, we don't get much of it locally.
That's right.
So people started the PTO.
Exactly.
Right? And so she did the same thing. She and Don did the same thing. They were doing all this work to raise money for Special Olympics.
To stay in Marion County.
But the money didn't stay here. And,
That's right.
Or all of it didn't anyway. And I know she doesn't like us to say that, but that's why they decided to make something local. It's called Champions for Champions.
It's
it is
the truth.
They have some really amazing ideas, and they use the money in a really great way. And it's only $5, and they're serving food. And it's Sunday at 1714 Southwest 17th Street. $5 is for the whole family, by the way. It starts at 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're done. We have to move forward. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. Calling it an insurance company bailout, President Trump says he's ending a subsidy program to help lower-income Americans with co-pays and deductibles under Obamacare.
The White House says it decided to end those payments because Congress never designated specific funds to pay for it. Democrats are already blasting the move, and some are already promising to sue the administration over the decision.
Fox's Garrett Tenney in Washington. It's been the deadliest week of wildfires in California history. At least 31 people have died in the fires burning in Northern California since Sunday. More bodies were found yesterday.
Authorities said that they were ash and bone. Cadaver dogs are going to start coming through these neighborhoods. They're going to have to weave through and search every home for bodies because 400 people are still missing across this area.
Fox's Will Carr in Santa Rosa, California. Fox News, we report, you decide.
I ordered some Andro 400. I'm losing weight, around the belly really quickly. Some of the pants that didn't fit me, now they're falling off my hips. There's been a noticeable increase in energy. Then this stuff works. It does work.
That's what Bill said after taking Andro 400 for a month. Now listen to what Richard says about Andro 400.
I did a lot of research on it before I ordered it because I've tried other products in the past and they haven't worked. But I could not believe the difference literally within a month. Since I started taking it, I have lost 37 pounds. It was the belly fat. I could get weight off, but I could never get the tummy off. Now the tummy's coming off, and I have more energy than I've had in 20 years.
Guys, if you too want to lose belly fat, gain energy, and feel 20 years younger like Richard, try Andro 400, the safe, natural, and affordable way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. That's 888-400-0435.
Pay your taxes, eat your vegetables, watch your weight, mow the lawn, clean the house. We all have stuff we don't want to do. Isn't it about time you did something you wanted to do? Like getting your pilot's license?
At Ocala Aviation, they make it fun and easy, and you can start by taking one of their Discovery flights. For only $99, you get to go up in the airplane with an FAA-certified flight instructor and actually fly the plane yourself. It's a perfect way to see if flying is for you. And once you get that ultimate feeling of freedom, Ocala Aviation can train you to get your pilot's license. Ocala Aviation also offers commercial flight training for those looking to make a career change and enter the world of commercial aviation. Ocala Aviation is conveniently located at the Ocala International Airport. So if you're ready to start your adventure, stop by or give them a call today. 861-7484. That's 861-7484. You'll be glad you did. I know I am. Ocala Aviation.
Call today, 861-7484.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
How would you like to win a new home and make a difference for Hospice of Marion County, the only not-for-profit hospice in the county? On Top of the World and Hospice are offering you a chance to win a brand new home right here in Ocala. All proceeds benefit Hospice of Marion County. Purchase your raffle entries for a chance to win a brand new home for only $100 at homefreeprize.com. The more you buy, the better your chance of winning. For complete rules and regulations and to purchase your entries, visit homefreeprize.com. That's homefreeprize.com. Certain restrictions apply. Must be 18 years of age or older to enter. Visit homefreeprize.com for complete rules and regulations.
All prizes donated. No purchase or contribution is necessary to win. Random drawing to be supervised by an independent auditor and held at 6 p.m. on November 2nd, 2017 at Circle Square Cultural Center, Hospice of Marion County, 3231 Southwest 34th Avenue, Ocala, Florida, 34474. Visit homefreeprize.com for complete rules and regulations.
Here is your 30-second news brief. Senator Dennis Baxley has apologized for saying the deaths of nursing home residents in South Florida might have been from old age and not from a hurricane. Florida's medical marijuana regulator missed a deadline to make cannabis available to patients. Florida's Agriculture Commissioner has criticized the U.S. Department of Agriculture for releasing a citrus forecast before knowing the impact of Hurricane Irma. And a Star Wars virtual reality experience will debut in December at Disney World. And that is your news brief from The Source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be breezy and humid on this Friday. Variable cloudiness along the coast with some showers and a thunderstorm. Clouds and sun inland with a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. High 85 to 89. Partly cloudy Friday night, except mostly cloudy along the coast with a shower. Low 71 inland, 78 at the coast. For Saturday, clouds and sun and humid with a shower or thunderstorm around. High 84 to 88. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. It's Friday. You don't need to know much more than that. It's Friday. The weekend looks like it's going to be pretty good. The weatherman even says so for tomorrow. He'll change his mind, so Sunday will be a good day, too. So the two events I was telling you about before the break, if you can take one or both of them in, then you'll be supporting some really great groups, Champions for Champions, and also Vets Helping Vets, and the Lions Club actually is part of that, is doing that for the vets.
Yeah, Top of the World Lions Club, because we've got Lions Clubs,
right.
All the different Lions Clubs in our Marion County area.
So the money goes to Vets Helping Vets. What was the other group? It's something, Children's Backpack Program.
Oh, okay.
That's right, the Children's Backpack Program. So you get a hot dog and an ice cream, and the money goes to them at that event. And the other event is you're a spectator in an audience with some special kids. So there you go.
Exactly.
All right, which one do you want to do first? How about Dennis Baxley's story? State Senator Dennis Baxley issued an apology yesterday. I'll play for you what he said. Here it is, if I find it here.
Senator Dennis Baxley of Ocala is a funeral home director and has never shied away from controversy. But his remarks about the fatalities at the Rehabilitation Center in Hollywood Hills have raised the bar.
We need to face the reality that some of these are naturally occurring deaths, and the more the time clicks off, the more of them there will be, till eventually everyone that was in that nursing home will die. Okay?
All right.
Wow. Wow.
Well, we like Dennis.
Yeah, but wow.
I've said things that is, you want to take back some things you say. I mean, he knows. There's no need to say anything. He knows how that sounded. I understand what he meant, but you put your loved one in a nursing home to extend their life.
Exactly.
And I think the fact that there's a lot with this story that I don't know how much of it actually made it to you all out there, but one of the stories was that the governor himself, and I kind of like him, I'm okay with him, basically, I guess, but he gave all nursing homes his number.
Yes.
And so when people needed help during that hurricane, they were calling. Mm-hmm. And this one particular nursing home down in South Florida did leave messages. The messages were then deleted. It doesn't mean they weren't responded to or acted upon.
Exactly.
But it sounded like they were basically saying, look, our air conditioning is not working because we have no electricity. It's getting very hot in here. We need help. And so that's the nursing home's position on that they did ask for help and they didn't get it. So
yeah.
But it's always the ones in control who are going to decide that somebody else is that blame. So basically the nursing home is the one who is taking the brunt of that. And I'm not saying they shouldn't, because I don't know. I'm just telling you what the news stories, they've been conflicting in nature.
And that's what generators are for.
But their generators, remember, were flooded. Don't forget that
That's
part.
right. They were flooded, so they did need outside help, and they should have been given that help.
All right. There's another story you might have an opinion on. The state of Florida is going to start offering what they call Hope Scholarships. Children who are bullied in public schools could get state-backed scholarships to go to private schools starting next year. House Speaker Richard Corcoran from Land O'Lakes, he's a Republican, said he will push legislation to give scholarships to children abused at school, abused in the form of bullying, by the way, not abused by teachers, but bullied by other students, allowing them to get funding to attend a private school of their choice if their parents opt to remove them from the public school. Under the proposal, they could also choose to move to another public school if they want. Okay, so my thinking is this, that if you have a child who is being bullied and you move the child out of the school, what's the bully going to do? He's going to find somebody else to bully.
That's right. It doesn't address the problem.
So I don't know why
That's ridiculous.
we're not sitting down with the bully and saying, look, you knock it off.
Yeah, and the parents of the bully or the guardians of the bully or whoever's responsible.
Well, you're teaching children not just math and science and all that. You're teaching them how to be responsible socially, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many people I have spoken to, whether they've written a book or maybe somebody I know personally, who will admit when they were younger they were the bullies? Oh, yeah, when I was a kid, I was a bully. Sometimes they're very, very regret it. They very much are embarrassed by the fact that when they were kids, they were the bully.
Mm-hmm.
Other times, they're almost proud of it.
Exactly.
And those are the guys I write off. I say, forget you. I mean, if you, as an adult, if you haven't even figured out that what you did as a kid was stupid, then you haven't grown up yet.
Yeah, we know so.
You know, Darwin is wrong. We're not evolving. You're evidence of it, okay?
Exactly.
So I think that when you remove the kid, now, you know, if it's to the point where these kids are suicidal, and you know you've heard these stories too, then I'd be the first one to say, yeah, if it's going to help, then the child should be allowed to be moved to a school. But why is that school that the child is being moved to a preferable choice? Because is it because that school is doing something right and the other school is not?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what's happening there? Is that what they're basically saying? I don't know. To me, if I was the principal of a school and I found out that there was bullying, I would target the bully.
Exactly.
And I mean, I wouldn't be mean. I would say, look, you've got some learning to do. You're here to learn. We're going to teach you something.
Yeah, or get rid of the bully. Suspend the bully.
In this world, well, you want to teach the bully. You're there to teach.
Yeah.
In this world, you teach, okay? And when I was at the juvenile detention center, I would once in a while I'd be with, because basically I worked with boys. Well, I only worked with boys, and so I would sit with a boy who, for example, I don't know, robbed something. Okay, and I would sit with him and I would say, you know, you're in here because you did something wrong. Life is kind of like a game, okay, and there are some good reasons why some of the rules of this game are in place, and one of them is to protect you and me. Because if you set up a shop in the future, you don't want some kid stealing from you either.
Exactly.
You know, another example would be a kid who was in there for getting sexually inappropriate with a girl, and let's assume this is like a Romeo and Juliet type of a story, and he just got carried away, and then the parents got mad at him. So I'm not saying somebody who raped somebody. I'm saying somebody who just got carried away. I would say to him, if you were walking down the street and you looked down an alleyway and you saw somebody throwing a baby into a garbage can, what would you do? Oh my gosh, I would save that baby. And I would say to him, well, then that's the exact same reason you should not have promiscuous sex. Because when you do, guess what happens? That young lady is going to carry your baby, and you never know what she's going to do with it because you don't know her.
Yeah.
She's going to go someplace, who maybe abort that baby, put it in a garbage can, you know, and that's your baby.
Yeah.
That's your son, your daughter. You know, and so the opportunity to teach a bully or somebody who's doing anything wrong, whether they're bullying somebody or just doing something wrong socially, legally, whatever, that's the job of the schools. And so if you're moving a kid who's being bullied into another school, that means that other school is doing it right.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the part of this that I have a hard time with. Although I'm not against it, I think something needs to be said, though, for what I just said, I think.
Well, sure, the bully needs to be addressed, and you don't give scholarships to the people that are being bullied. You fix the problem.
Good morning. Well, I don't know. I think there's an argument for that. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Maybe parents need to teach their kids and sit down with them young and say, hey, this is consequences of what happens and how you can hurt people by your actions. Maybe a little more parenting might help to eliminate some of it. Not all, but some.
But you can't legislate parenting.
Good role models.
You wouldn't want to.
It helps. Oh, no, I meant to keep people from bullying and keep people from, impregnating young girls and and then living their lives. And maybe they won't have an abortion, but maybe a 16-year-old will have a baby at 16 and struggle her whole life because she's raising that child. So, yeah. So,
I know what you're saying. But
I was really calling on Dennis Baxley.
Uh-huh.
And I think, I'm not really political. I mean, I don't get into it too much. But I met Dennis Baxley a few times. And I meet him. When I meet him, it's at 7 a.m. at Ocala Business Leaders. And he was there just a couple weeks ago. And this man is pretty high up in our government. And he takes the time out of his busy schedule to come sit with about 40 of us on a Wednesday morning just to update us what is going on in our government. And I thought to myself, gosh, I have a hard enough time getting here myself. And I don't have any of the obligations this man does. So I kind of take things with a grain. I don't know why he said it or how he said it or where he was taped or what was said before it, because sometimes they only they cut out all but one part of what somebody says. But I just cannot believe somebody with his busy schedule takes the time to come back to Marion County and update us on a regular basis. And to get the
I hear you what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
He has to probably be on the road at 6.
Well, you're supporting him, and I appreciate that, and I support him too. I'm a friend of his. I mean, a professional friend. I don't have dinner with him, but
I'm just impressed with somebody who can do that for us, because sometimes when people get big in government, they forget about us little guys.
But it's also important, Linda, and I hear what you're saying. It's also important to not give somebody a pass if they do say something that they need to be corrected on. And he apologized, so he must have recognized that the criticisms were not out of line. He recognized that what he said was a little bit off, and we all do that.
Yeah.
So... And
he's so conservative usually. I was surprised that he would even, because he doesn't really get deep into stuff like, and for him to, I know I heard it this morning and it was his words, but I just had to, when I heard that, I thought, well, people will listen to that, and they won't realize all the good he does on the other end.
Yeah,
and, it's kind of sad sometimes, with media. Not you, but, like you watch the nightly news, here's somebody that did everything right for 50 years, and they say one thing, and it's all,
that's the way it works. That's the way it works, Linda. If you have a perfect driving record for 40 years, and all of a sudden you fall asleep at the wheel and have an accident, you've got to be reprimanded for that.
Yeah,
exactly.
But that was interesting. But it just brought to mind how impressed. I was thinking that a couple of weeks ago when he was at OBL. I thought, gosh, who does this? Who comes at 7
You do. Everybody does.
You have such a busy schedule.
I don't know. People always say that about people. I think everybody's busy, and anybody who takes the time to do anything extra should be given accolades. Not just somebody with a high-paying job.
Yeah, you guys do. But I mean, like here's somebody who is very high up in our government, and just comes to update 40 people on a Wednesday morning, out of his schedule. Maybe, I don't know, unless he just can't sleep, but I was impressed. And he's done that over the years. I've been in a group about 4 or 5 years, and I've seen him there, and it just amazes me. And he really, is a good guy, and not that I'm, just backing him here, but I
hear what you're saying, and
I know we all do.
I hear what you're saying. I appreciate what you're saying. I am not slamming him in any way. It's a news item.
No, you're not.
It's a news item, and I actually think he agrees with what we said. Obviously, if
he apologized.
And I think he's probably done tons for nursing homes over the years. I mean, I don't know his record, but I'm sure he has done tons for better care for them. Yeah, but people, I guess we always just have to be careful what we say, because it will be rebroadcast.
Well, we got to be careful, but you also have to remember, I mean, Robert and I do this all the time.
You have to be compassion,
We will say something, and then later on go, oh my gosh, that probably wasn't really good.
I do that too.
And then somebody will say, because we were on the microphone on the radio, we'll kind of have to backtrack and say, gosh, we apologize. It happens. I'm not saying it makes you a bad person. It does happen.
You may not mean it exactly the way it was. You said it, and sometimes you say, I'll say something. I didn't even mean it that way.
Right.
But yeah. Anyways. Yeah.
All right. Thank you,
yeah,
Linda.
But
Appreciate the
Okay,
call.
bye.
And as far as getting up early and being appreciated, there's a guy who cleans up this parking lot every morning.
Yes.
Okay.
In the dark, really early.
I don't know his name, but every morning. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So people do go out of their way to make sure that things are nice in this world, and whether you're a well-paid public servant or you're the employee of the Paddock Mall, I mean, if you're doing your job, we appreciate you.
Exactly.
I know we do this a lot when somebody's got power or fame. We say, "Oh my gosh, they took their time. They didn't have to come here." Well, yeah, but guess what? He drives.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess where he goes on vacation?
Right.
This guy who cleans up the parking lot. Where do you think he goes on vacation?
Yeah.
To the swimming pool in his apartment complex, probably.
Exactly.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Part of the problem with people that are bullies at school is that one of their parents is a bully. When I was growing up, I dealt with some bullies in school, and the kid down the block from me, his father was a bully.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
I mean, my father reported the kid to his parents, and the father said, "My kid didn't do nothing. What are you going to do about it?"
No.
Oh, that's where it's going, huh? Yeah,
Yep.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So it's sometimes it's generational.
And moving the kid to another school is probably a good idea in some cases. I'm not saying it's a bad idea completely, but I'm saying that if the other school doesn't have any bullies, then the first school is doing something different than the second school. That's all I'm saying.
Unfortunately, in one of the schools that I attended, everybody knew who the administration knew who the bullies were, and if you retaliated against the bully, you got in trouble. But nothing really happened to the bully.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
I believe in God.
Yes.
Well, in the case of two of the bullies,
they're dead, right?
They spent most of their adult life in jail.
Good. Good. Yeah. That's what they bully. Yeah, my bully died, so that's good.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good point, Jim, and thank you. So sorry you had to be bullied.
I actually did. There was a kid in the school I went to in New York, and he was just not good to me. He was just not good to me. And and so anyway, there was this website, alumni of that school or something, and I went to look for different names, and they had this in remembrance page, and I went to the remembrance page, and he was on it, and I said, "Thank you."
There you go.
Thank you, God.
Yeah, God takes care of it. But we have to take care of our schools, and like you said, the schools that their other kids that are being bullied are going to have to be doing something right. So the school with the bullies need to look at the school that's doing something right and take care of the problem.
Yeah. All right, let's see if there's anything else in here that's local. There was one thing. Yesterday we had the citrus report, remember?
Yes, we did.
And Adam Putnam said that the citrus report wasn't really fair.
Oh.
And Adam Putnam is one of these guys, he's kind of a go-along guy, he's kind of a nice guy. But he said it was not fair because we didn't have Hurricane Irma figured into the equation.
Oh.
So I have that statement from him. Here it is.
Here we are a month out from landfall of Hurricane Irma. But the disaster that it caused is still unfolding in the fields, the groves, and the farms of Florida.
Yeah, so that USDA report we heard yesterday, he says was not accurate because it didn't take into account the problems. Let's see if this is a different soundbite.
If you were to go into an orange grove in Florida right now, you could stand there and hear fruit hitting the ground. You would see various shades of orange on fruit that's not supposed to be mature yet. And that's not maturity, that's rot.
Not only does he look like John Denver, he sounds like John Denver.
Yeah, I guess so.
Doesn't he really?
A little bit.
He looks and sounds like John Denver. I wonder if he has a guitar.
We'll ask him.
Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning, Beth.
Hey, Beth.
Hi. I wanted to point out about if the children who are bullied are possibly moved to a private school. I can tell you that the kids whose parents have money at private school get away with a lot more than the kids who don't come from money. And I can't say specifically, but I know it happens. So if a kid from a money family is doing something bad, unless it's really, really bad, it's kind of ignored. And that's just been my experience with it. But gee, I shouldn't be saying that on the radio, but that has been my experience. It is not my experience right now. My girls are at Trinity Catholic and everything is fine there. But we've had that before at other private schools. Just other children have been too.
It makes sense what you're saying because the school has to depend on that money. So, he's not that bad because his mother gives us a ton of money.
Yeah, exactly. It costs a lot of money.
The tuition and, And the mother is driving a fancy car, and it's disgraceful. And a lot of these private schools are, tout themselves as Christian schools. And what the heck is going on here,
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Money rules.
Yeah. So I think, I think, and it seems like Robin agrees, that the person who should be addressed is the kid doing the bullying.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's kind of hard to correct a parent because they're kind of out of the mix. But if you sit that kid down and say, "Look, when you're in this building or on these grounds, these are the rules. Period."
Yeah. And if there's a problem at home, then that could be addressed. I mean, like Jeepers, who said it? Sometimes one of the parents is a bully. Okay, so maybe that's going on. That could be addressed. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that.
Yeah.
There is truth to that. We've witnessed that too.
Thank you, Beth. You know what they should do? They should have in the school I went to in New York. If two kids were caught fighting in the like on the football field or whatever, the coach would say, "All right, we're going to have a fight with boxing gloves in the gym Friday. Everybody come and watch these two. I want them to fight."
Yeah,
and
you go.
And if a bully is fighting with a bullied, then the bullied kid should have the option to pick a surrogate fighter. So the big kid picking on the little kid, and who really could never win in a boxing match should be able to pick me and say, "Larry, would you please fight for me?"
There you go. And we've been witness to that too. We went to, when we played for all of the schools around the state of Florida for free, we did our Christmas show, and one school was not very wealthy, and all of the children were so appreciative. We went to play for another school that was really wealthy, and after the show, the children came up and they wanted to take our stuff. They wanted to take our Christmas bells and everything. "Oh, I want this," and they started grabbing it. So, I do agree with the last caller.
There was a hidden camera thing that I saw on YouTube. This guy pretended he pretended he needed a wheelchair. And he pretended to have a scratch-off ticket. And he pretended he couldn't read it because he didn't have his glasses. And the scratch-off ticket, which was bogus, showed that he won $10,000. Okay? And he had a hidden camera to see how people would react. So he would say, "Oh my gosh, I think I won, but I can't read how much I won." And then he would just at random give it to somebody. And that person would either say, "Oh my gosh, you won $10,000. Here, congratulations." Or they would say, "Nah, you didn't win anything. Yeah, I'll throw this away for you," and they would leave. Right? And you know who would always give him the ticket back? Say, "Oh my gosh, you won $10,000. It was somebody who was homeless.
Gosh.
Somebody who had nothing. Who could definitely use $10,000. Of course, they would get nothing because the ticket is bogus.
Yeah.
But the experiment showed that these guys in these suits that looked like they had everything going for them, they would say, "Oh, this ticket's." I mean, there were some good guys in suits. I'm not picking on all suits.
Yeah.
But they were, that was an interesting video. And like Linda pointed out, anything can be edited. And so this guy who made this video probably edited it to look like, guys who look like they have money are going to be the first ones to steal your money, and guys who look like they have nothing are going to be the first ones to do the right thing. But that's just what the video's shown. Let me squeeze in one last call. Good morning, you're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Real quick, I know we're at the end here. I think a bully probably has psychological problems, probably a situation in a family where there was other siblings that had gotten more attention than the bully did, and to get attention, that person became a bully to get attention, you know.
Could be.
And I think that's probably a good reason why they do that.
Could be, but guess what? That same bully will get the treatment that fixes him. If he were in the military's not going to put up with it. So if the military can do it, then the high schools can do it.
Exactly.
And the junior high school and the elementaries. We'll be right back.
From the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump tweets the Democrats' Obamacare is imploding. Massive subsidy payments to their pet insurance companies has stopped. The Democrats say he's the one doing the imploding, and some are threatening to sue over this latest move.
The White House announced that it plans to stop making payments to health insurers under the Affordable Care Act in what are known as cost-sharing reduction payments. Those payments, which President Trump has previously threatened to end, are a key part of Obamacare and help reduce health insurance co-pays and deductibles for a lot of middle-class Americans.
Fox's Garrett Tenney. The president speaks this morning at the annual Value Voters Summit in Washington.
Others scheduled to speak include former White House Chief Strategist Steve Bannon, House Majority Whip Steve Scalise, Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North, and Duck Dynasty's Phil Robertson. The weekend culminates in the Faith, Family, and Freedom Gala on Saturday night.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. Fox News. We report. You decide.
I ordered some Andro 400. I'm losing weight, too, around the belly, really quickly. Some of the pants that didn't fit me, now they're falling off my hips. There's been a noticeable increase in energy. Then this stuff works. It does work.
That's what Bill said after taking Andro 400 for a month. Now listen to what Richard says about Andro 400.
I did a lot of research on it before I ordered it because I've tried other products in the past and they haven't worked. But I could not believe the difference literally within a month. Since I started taking it, I have lost 37 pounds. It was belly fat. I could get weight off, but I could never get the tummy off. Now the tummy's coming off, and I have more energy than I've had in 20 years.
Guys, if you too want to lose belly fat, gain energy, and feel 20 years younger like Richard, try Andro 400, the safe, natural, and affordable way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. That's 888-400-0435.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
There are only a few things in life that you can be certain will always be around. Death, taxes, the pursuit